Hey, let me tell you about the parametric facade I made for a client some time ago. This is not a tutorial, just a quick overview. Let's see how it's made in 3D. So here we have a mass. It's made out of a mass and of generic adaptive models. Here we have 3-point adaptive panels, 4-point adaptive panels, and 5-point adaptive panels. So this is the 5-point adaptive panel, one of the simplest ones. This is the 4-point adaptive panel, the most complicated one. And let's see how it's all made. So here we have in-place mass, and this is the top part, just a regular in-place mass, just to cover the top of the facade. Next we have the inner core. This is just for the rendering. This is not needed for the actual facade. Then I have the base of the structure. This is also for the rendering. Here you can see the main grid. This is divided surface with a rhomboid pattern. So how do we make the surface? First you need a path for the surface extrusion. So let's copy the path that I already made. Here you can see that it's a simple shape. Then next we need to divide the path. So when it's divided, we need to make a single spline through points that we made. This is a very important step because we need a single spline for single surface. If we make the surface from the path that I already made, it's not going to be a single surface. So then select divide surface and choose the pattern you like. Now you can edit the pattern's vertical and horizontal grid. When you're satisfied with the pattern, you choose the panel for the pattern. So before the panel is chosen, you have just the surface with the grid, with no panels. Now it's divided with the panels. And this is very important later for the Dynamo to find the panels you want to replace with adaptive panels. So this is pattern-based curtain panel family you have to make. This is simple family with 4 points and a surface between them. So here you can see it's added to the divided surface. Now let's close the in-place mass model and look at the other families that are needed for this model to work. So this is the most complex family. This is generic model adaptive family with 4 points. This is the family that I spent the most time making. Despite the kind of simple shape, every element needed to be adaptive so it can follow the surface in any shape. Most of the parameters are made with the trigonometry functions, because the family basically consists of many triangles that can follow any shape of the base surface. So next we have a very simple 5-point generic adaptive model. So this is one of the simplest ones. Just 5 points and a surface between them. So let's delete all of them and I will show you how it's populated with the help of the Dynamo. Here you can see that hidden under the facade there is a layer of divided surface with the pattern-based curtain panels. This is the Dynamo script. Basically what it does, it finds the curtain panels and filters the boundary polyline, finding out which surfaces have 3 points, 4 points and 5-point boundaries. Then it applies 3, 4 and 5-point adaptive families to those surfaces. Then it gets average vertical location of these surfaces, so it can apply the opening parameter. So the panels can open and close depending on their vertical location. After running the Dynamo definition, you can see that it's found all the necessary curtain panels on both of the surfaces. It filters them by the point and by the area. Let's close the Dynamo, and you can see that the adaptive families have been applied to curtain panels. You can select all the curtain panels and hide them. And you can see that those adaptive families have taken the shape of the curtain panels that was populated on the surface when making the mass. So let's render this facade. And here you can see the close-up of the final product. I hope you enjoyed this quick overview of this model, and I'll probably make in-depth tutorials for each element involved in this project. So make sure you're subscribed and your notifications are turned on. So have a great day and see you soon.